Hey everybody, welcome into Northern Life. Thanks for joining us on this Thursday. We have a special show for you all today. It is a themed show. That's because the Duluth Transit Authority, the DTA better known, hosted their Celebrity Bus Showdown today. And our very own Hunter McCullough here got to take part in that event. And so later today on this show, we're going to be showing you how Hunter did on that closed course. It was a big morning over at the Heritage Center parking lot.
Look at you go!
It was very interesting is what it was. A lot harder than you might think it is, I'll say that. So we'll have to see just how many cones I hit coming up in a little bit here.
Oh, man, I'm excited to relive that one.
As they say, too, better to hit a cone than hit a wall.
That's true, yes.
And kids out there, you know, if you're getting your driver's license, you know, probably the same for you. Cone's better than a wall.
Yes, hit the cone if you can.
Right.
Well, don't hit the cone if you
Well,
can.
yeah,
But if you had to choose.
cars.
Yeah, exactly, avoid other cars.
And I know we talked about it a little bit before, Hunter, but I believe getting to drive a bus is a lifelong dream of yours, is that right?
Definitely. I was such a weird kid. I still am weird, obviously. But
this is every kid out there.
Yes. But literally, Al Ringer, one of our lovely weather watchers, was my bus driver back in the day. And I would literally sit right behind him, like from 5 years old till, like, I don't know, 8 years old, pretending like I was driving the school bus. 18 years old. I still go there occasionally and drive the bus. But then he would also let me open the door of the bus, too. And I thought it was the coolest thing. Press the buttons. And I still, to this day, I always say, before I retire, I want to be a school bus driver for at least a little bit, or own a school bus or something like that.
You have the perfect personality for that. I feel like you're so joyful, and the kids would be like, "Oh, I'm so excited to see Mr. Hunter on the bus," and you would just have so much energy. Get them ready for learning.
I do. I want to clarify. It's not because of the kids either. I just want to drive the bus. Like, it's not so much because
Never
there's a bunch
mind
of
them.
the kids. Whatever. They can be there or not be there. But I just like driving school buses. Like, it's literally just that fun to me.
He'll drive an empty bus.
Exactly.
Parents would love to hear that. Since we are getting closer to Halloween, thought it might be fun to throw a couple maybe bus-themed costumes your guys' way. So Hunter, you could maybe possibly rock this first one for Halloween if
Spooky.
if you'd like to. You know, you'd be the only kid on board about that. But you know, otherwise, Harry could also rock the school bus outfit too, Briggs.
That would be cute.
Big old yellow school bus.
That's a bus right there.
That kid made one for the, he loved the MTA, I believe, in New York City, so he made his own city bus costume.
Wow. Yeah. I wonder if we get bonus points if we make a DTA bus. We could probably make that ourselves out of cardboard.
Any kids at home, if you make a DTA bus, send us that photo. We'd love to see that one.
You'll be featured on Northern Life.
You will
How cute would that be? Well, so for our show today, we got to share our wonderful day out with the DTA because tomorrow they're inviting the public to try driving one of their buses, just like Hunter here did.
And before that big event tomorrow, we got to talk with our team about the push to get more lovely people behind the wheel. First off, before we talk about the event, how are things going right now at the DTA?
Yeah, I mean, right now we're really kind of in an exciting time because for the first time in a while we have a large class of drivers. Things are going well with the blueprint. We're a year into that, and some just exciting statistics coming out of it, really. I mean, an increase in ridership on the weekends. The blue line and green line routes are kind of the arteries of the bus system, and they've really been performing well over the past year. And we have a lot of really cool projects with technology, the mobile apps, and we're continuing to kind of evolve and find ways for people to track their buses and improve like the amenities at the bus stops with solar lighting. And we're doing an experiment with signage right now that it's solar-powered digital signs that we're going to be piloting over the winter, which will be like kind of like at the airport when the flights are expecting to land and take off. We'll have the same thing at some of our busy bus stops.
They got the big event going on.
Yeah.
What's the name of it again?
So it's the third installment of Your Turn to Drive. And this year we added a layer of fun kind of with the local leaders Celebrity Showdown that we're doing. That's on the 26th. And then on the 27th, we're opening the event up once again to the public. So, you know, anybody who's 21 plus, has a driver's license, and kind of wants to see what it's like to drive a bus.
It's kind of like a big push to get more drivers to join your team?
Exactly, yeah. It's part of a recruitment effort. And right now we actually have on our website and social media, the Facebook page has an event, and folks can just click a link and then reserve their spot so that there's a 15-minute chunk of time for them to take a spin around the course in a bus. And that'll be on this Friday.
So what would you say to people who are considering a career with the DTA?
First of all, people who are people tend to really enjoy the job because it's equal parts customer service and then, of course, driving. And being a part of the community is obviously a major part of what we're doing here, and interacting with people going to school, work, their jobs, just visiting friends every day. I mean, it is, in that regard, it's extremely rewarding just to be a part of the service that that makes it happen.
Anything else you want to share about the event at all, or?
We're just really excited to do this again. After we had the event the last couple of years, there's folks that kind of come out of the woodwork. Oh, I missed the sign up, or I wasn't off work. So, you know, every time we do something like this, it gives a new group of people an opportunity to see what it's like to drive a 40,000-pound, 40-foot bus with air brakes, with the driver in front of the wheels, and find out what it's really like. And sometimes people are inspired from that experience to then go ahead and take it further and apply for the job, or even just talk to our HR team about what that looks like.
Oh, so many kind people at the DTA. It was so fun getting to know a lot of them. At the time of our recording here too, there are still some spots tomorrow, this Friday. You can get behind the wheel of a DTA bus on a closed course at the Heritage Center in Duluth, or just spectate and learn about a career as a bus driver too. So you can find more information about that at duluthtransit.com.
Yeah, hopefully get a chance to go out there and see what's going on. It was a lot of fun watching Hunter, as we'll see later on in this show. Well, here's something I don't know, or didn't know, rather. The oldest male bus driver in the Guinness Book of World Records is James Opegard, who is 93 years old. Wow. He earned the title earlier this year in my hometown of Maple Grove, Minnesota. And so James is a school bus driver, and according to his employer, the definition of an exemplary employee, doesn't call in sick, never late, and is an extremely good and safe driver. And James has driven school buses for 27 years and keeps driving because he likes to stay busy.
Wow, so sweet. Hunter, that could be you.
You think so? 93 years old, driving the bus? That's, sit down, kids. Quit making noise back there.
Big
awesome.
kudos to James. That is an amazing, amazing feat, amazing career. So thank you to him for all his work.
Yep.
Well, when we come back, if you want to become a bus driver, where do you even begin? The DTA tells us what you need to do next here on Northern Life.
Welcome back. It's one thing to want to be a bus driver, and it's another thing to get hired and become one.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity with an easy way to get started, too.
We got to learn what a career as a city bus driver with the DTA could look like for you.
My name is Mike Alian. I am the Director of Safety, Security, and Training.
What goes into the training process? How rigorous is this training?
We have a 6-week training course, and actually right now we've had the biggest class we've had here in several years. We started on August 12th, and in a week and a half they'll be done, and they'll be set out onto the streets.
What kind of background do you need in order to start the training process, get hired on to be a bus driver?
Basically what we're looking for is somebody to have a positive attitude, somebody who can take direction and understand that we have certain policies and procedures that we have to follow. Because not only do you have to look out for yourself driving the bus, right, but you have plenty of passengers on your bus, so you have other people's lives right in your hands.
So listening, I don't know, Hunter, is that your strong suit? Just kidding.
Yeah, but selective hearing usually is what I do. But I've got a positive attitude, I'll tell you that much.
Hunter's got a smile. So where does one start when it comes to training? What's kind of the base when it comes to building up that knowledge?
The base that we do is we start out, as you know, most people that come in here have never driven a vehicle like this. So what we'll do is we'll take them down into the Heritage or the Wade Stadium parking lot and just let them get comfortable inside the bus and drive around and do some figure eights and some circles for about 15 or 20 minutes each. And then basically we get behind the wheel and we head out in the streets and start driving.
What are some of the biggest challenges for somebody driving the bus in Duluth?
In Duluth would be some of the city streets.
Sure.
They're narrow. There's a lot of potholes in some of them. And the biggest thing is turning corners in these things. Right-hand turns to be exact.
How about the hills in the winter?
The hills can be bad in the winter as well. For the most part, the city is very good at plowing and sanding the bus roads first. That's one of the first things that almost every employee asks is, how do we drive these things in the winter?
Do you guys do special winter driving training?
Well, we do training during the winter as well, but like the class that's going to be coming out right now, they're going to have probably 2.5 months under their belt before they hit the snow. So they're going to have some good experience for a little while, but the main thing is driving in the bad weather, slow down.
How do you know when you're ready? How do you know if you look at somebody, if you look at Hunter today, and you go, oh, he's ready?
Well, we go through a 2-week process right at the beginning, 2 to 3 weeks of driving in the parking lots, out in the streets, and then we have to do backing drills in the parking lot as well because you have to get a CDL license within 2 to 3 weeks before we can allow you to go out and pick up people. So that training is kind of intense at times, especially teaching people how to back up one of these things, because who backs up a bus on a regular basis? Nobody, right?
How old do you have to be?
21 years old. Yeah, you have to be 21 to get a CDL license in Minnesota or Wisconsin. So you have to be a minimum of 21 years old to come here and work.
So what would you say to someone who's maybe considering driving for the DTA?
I would say consider it. Come on down to our practice driving that we have, and if you like to drive and you feel comfortable with it, they're actually not that hard to drive, and that's what we're here for. We train you how to do it. As long as you just follow the guidelines that we give you, it all works out pretty good.
What's the most fun part?
The most fun part is just seeing everybody come in really nervous and saying that there's no way I'm going to be able to do this, and then within a day or two, they're driving just fine.
Are you nervous?
Honestly, I'm just excited more than anything. It's seriously my dream to drive buses, and this is going to be really cool.
Nice.
So cool. One of the coolest parts also, I mean, obviously the training is great and seems like it's relatively simple to get your everything you need to drive the bus, but also like the social aspect of the whole thing. Talking to everybody that's on the bus, and the driver that we talked to, she's like, you get to know these people pretty well that ride the bus and have relationships with them, and it's very cool to be able to kind of get that social life also on the bus.
Sure. She also talked about how they give her little gifts sometimes, the bus riders do, to just acknowledge her and thank her for her work. I also really enjoyed the huge garage that those buses are parked in. There's just like lines and lines of buses. There was a bus car wash.
There's a car wash!
Yeah, it was so cool.
That is an enormous place, and so they got different buses for different things too.
Yeah.
One thing that I think with my anxiety, I would be stressed, to get behind the wheel of the bus. I'm sure it was obviously a big thing.
Oh yeah. No, it's large. It's a large.
It's not a small bus.
No, it's
not. So I go, okay, I don't even know what I'm doing, but the fact that he said like we're going to help you, train you through it, and you're going to feel so fine. I think that's very reassuring.
Yes.
Yeah.
As long as you know where the brake is.
Yeah.
That's a huge
That's
thing
good.
right there.
Brake's important.
Yes.
Yeah.
Brake
Use your
is a big
mirrors
thing.
too. Well, not only are bus drivers important, they're also very supportive. So apparently 2 years ago, a Michigan man was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer, sadly, but since then, Mike Hoekstra has had to give up the job he loved, driving a bus for the Hudsonville public school system in Michigan. And recently, Hoekstra got to take a hot air balloon ride, but was greeted with a truly astounding sign from the air. So several Hudsonville bus drivers parked their buses in an empty field in Michigan and spelled out the words, "We love you," which Hoekstra and his family saw as they floated above the field in their hot air balloon.
What a special
my
thing.
gosh.
That's so sweet.
I didn't realize those were buses at first.
Really?
That is so cool. What a
Yeah.
special thing for Mike.
Very
Awesome.
special. Well, hey, coming up after the break here on Northern Life, it is the moment we all been waiting for. Hunter McCullough takes the bus with only a couple people on board. He's getting behind the wheel when we come back. Thanks for being here on Northern Life.
Welcome back. We are back with the moment I've been waiting years for. It's my time to shine here and trying to not knock down any cones here while driving a real DTA bus.
That is the operative word,
Yes.
not knock them
No.
down. We'll see if Hunter's positive attitude can help him succeed over at the Heritage Center parking lot.
Woo! Hi, public. How you doing? I'm your bus driver.
So we kind of start off with arguably the most difficult part. So this is going to be a simulated left-hand turn.
Put the AC on because it looks like you get warm.
I'm a sweaty boy. I'm always sweaty.
The mirrors are your best friend.
Okay.
You want to make sure you have your mirrors set up properly.
You only need your mirrors. The moment you do this is the moment you're kind of weaving.
Okay.
You don't ever take your eyes off of where you're going.
For the most part, pedal-wise, it's like driving a car.
It's like driving a car.
Just the air brake, though?
Yeah,
versus-
and as far as like blinkers or anything, the only blinkers are with your left foot.
Okay.
So, and it's on the floor.
Blinkers are with the left foot?
On the floor.
Whoa.
Yeah, so we don't have to take our hands off the wheel.
When do I get to honk the horn?
Anytime you want.
Can I honk the horn?
Yeah.
Ha.
So whenever you're ready, you can't go until you shut the door. Push it, yeah, one more, there you go. So that'll shut.
Cool.
Okay, and then you're gonna put it into drive. Pushing hard on the brake.
Hard on the brake.
Yep, and then a D. And as long as it's not blinking, it's engaged.
Okay.
So,
Are we good?
we're good.
All right.
Making your left turn.
Hello. I'm still gonna hit this cone. Dang it.
out wide, and then we're going to go into the next set of cones.
Okay.
Okay.
Wider is better. Take your time. You don't want to hit anything.
That's true.
You know, if you're in doubt, you put that brake on and you look.
I did okay there. Did I hit any cones?
I love my job. Absolutely love my job. The DTA is a great place. I love the people I meet, coworkers. I start at UMD downtown, and I go over the High Bridge 8 times a day. Beautiful in the morning, going over that bridge. I love to drive.
You're going to drive bus on the weekends now, Hunter?
I might start in between band gigs, working on the old TV show. I think I'll start driving bus. This is fun. Didn't hit any cones there. I used my mirror that time. Do you get regulars that you get to meet?
Absolutely.
And get to know throughout the years?
Absolutely.
That's
And
cool.
sometimes on a Friday, my hands are full with trinkets and gifts and
Really?
things that people make me.
Oh.
Yeah. You know, because you get to know people.
Yeah.
You drive them, you get them to where they need to go. And it's
Yep.
important. It's independence. And they don't have to rely on anybody besides us.
Come on, buddy. This has a really tight turning radius. That's super nice.
They have such a great training program here. I think we have a really good crew and it's been working out. We just need some more drivers.
Everybody!
Here I come.
Come on!
Coming from a ride. Thank you. Put my money in.
Hi, Hunter. Exact fare only.
Pay up, my friend. Ain't no free rides in this city.
For Apple Pay?
Apple Pay. This is awesome. Thank you very much. It took a couple tries, but we got her now.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. You did a good job, Hunter.
Yeah,
Thank you.
good.
Knocked
Sure,
over-
I hit like 7, 8 cones. That's not
Yeah.
that bad.
What's a cone?
Exactly. Come on. It bounces right back up.
Yeah, I was just going to say that exact same thing.
I don't even know why Briggs and I agreed to get on the bus with you.
I wouldn't have.
Director Shania stayed on the bus the entire time filming. So,
Yes.
That's why I
fortunately,
didn't pay when I got on.
That's why I beat the system. Yeah.
By the way, that's 0 for 2 for air brakes with these shoots.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shania almost went through the windshield as well when she was filming on the camera.
Not
but
good.
No, yeah.
Well,
But it
hey,
worked out.
coming up in the future, we actually have a special DTA-themed blindfold for Hunter, which we're actually recording today. He doesn't know what he's getting into, but it should be a great time.
Are you scared, Hunter?
I'm scared of that photo that Ryan found. But
What is that photo?
it's
Yeah.
from, like, I don't know, 10 years ago or something? Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, no, I'm always nervous with
He's
these
going to be
blindfolds.
frozen in fear.
Right? Look out, folks.
Oh man, well I'm excited to see that one. Once again though, if you imagine yourself behind the wheel of a DTA bus helping the community, stop by Duluth's Heritage Center parking lot from 9:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. tomorrow to chat about careers and watch others get a chance at driving the big bus. There are still some spots available, so check out the Duluth Transit website for details on how to sign up.
Should be a great day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect bus driving weather, right?
Yeah, hey, beautiful. Good luck
lovely.
out there.
Big thanks to everyone at the DTA for everything today, and we're excited to see you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your Thursday.
Find some time to throw a line or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.